To be honest with you, though, I've been calling for this for a while, and it's not because I don't think Julius Randle's good. What you think I'm about to say?
You about to trade him?
Trade Julius Randle.
Oh
Ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, everybody? My boy Greg is in the building, and we are here to talk basketball.
Yes, sir. You excited for the new season?
Excited? I mean, since it started, yeah, I'm excited. I feel like it came back kind of quick.
Yeah, it did.
Can't lie. Week 1 is in the books, kinda,
pretty much.
Right? Like it's basically in the books. We had an in-season tourney already.
Yep.
I'm excited.
I'm not really sure what's going on with the tournament, but I guess they're trying to bring more eyeballs to the game.
Yeah.
There's another way to like get some viewership up.
Yeah. I mean, the tournament, it's one of those things.
I don't really care for it because I was gonna watch anyway.
You're gonna watch it regardless.
Like,
I mean, but like it means something. It's like college, you know. Like you watch it, maybe it doesn't matter.
See, but you know what's gonna happen now? So
What?
with this new in-season tournament,
What?
you're gonna have people that are gonna make fun of whoever wins it because like it's not the championship.
Yeah.
So teams might get
Excited
with winning the in-season tournament, but it's like it's not the NBA championship.
But look, Portland won. They beat Memphis. Well, Memphis hasn't won much of anything. But Portland beats Memphis. You know, maybe Portland could sneak out and win it. I don't know. I mean, just saying stuff like that, just the idea of maybe not.
Low key sounds like the battle of the play-ins.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I'm
and then
saying?
when Patrick Beverly won, everybody's making fun of him. It kind of does. I mean, doesn't matter, man. We're not even gonna focus too much on it because, to be honest with you, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I guess until it's all done, then we could really decide. Let a year pass.
Yeah.
Of the in-season tourney, and we'll see if it really matters.
Circle back next year.
We'll circle back. But what we can talk about, I guess, is the NBA season for real. As large and as a Knicks fan.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't
know.
I
mean, honestly, it's hard to like. I feel like we can't get too worried because they did have a slow start last year. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You would think year 2, same cast, only minus Obi.
Yeah.
That they sent to Indiana.
Yeah.
You get Dante,
who
was a little bit better. I ain't gonna lie. Just early.
No, I get it.
Just early, like from early signs of what I'm seeing on the floor. Better defense.
Definitely.
Better rebounder. And you're going to get more points. So I get that. But it's pretty much the same group. So you would expect some kind of, I would think, improvement on the offensive end. Or just overall play.
What if we just plateaued? What if we were at our peak? Yeah, what if that was just what it is?
No, I don't think. See, here's the thing with the Knicks, right? Because we don't have a consistent offense, if we're not hitting shots, we're going to look really bad.
Right.
And it low-key looks like the defense isn't as good as it was last year. Early on.
Right.
Still, it's only 6 games in.
Yeah,
so we can't get too crazy about it because I think the Knicks really took off when they made the Josh Hart trade.
Right. That was really good.
And that kind of changed like the back end of the year. So
and he blessed my fantasy team yesterday. I don't know if y'all see this right here. Teams. This is my fantasy hardware right here. 3-time 3-peat champion.
I gotta make sure that's in the shot.
That got to be in the shot. Last year I was undefeated. I'm trying to go for the 4-peat right now, but Jordan Poole is messing things up.
Yeah, so I think we just gotta give them some time.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there are some like alarming stuff, but just give him some time. Hopefully Randall can get healthier. Even though I do like how he started the season with the emphasis on attacking the rim, operating out of the post. I've been asking for him to do that for like the last 4 years.
Yeah,
because he's just been like settling for threes.
Yeah,
so he's actually operating out of the post, attacking the rim. He said he wants to be more efficient. I'm seeing some of that, even though there are some like tendencies to like take bad shots. But the fact that he's getting to the basket and utilizing his size and force, that's what you want to see as a Knicks fan.
Yeah. I like it, but I feel like he's forcing. Forcing right now. I feel like you can't really blame him. As a Knicks fan, here I am saying you can't blame Randall. Let's all get a round of applause.
It's not all his fault, but
it's not his fault, but it is.
But it's like when you're second best player on the team,
or the best, depending on who you're asking.
The only All-Star,
two-time
All-NBA.
Right.
We expect a lot of you, and
as we do,
you're still, you're the second best player on the team who hasn't given us a proper playoff performance yet. So it's like, you want to see him get a little bit better. But I do think he did have surgery in the offseason on his ankle.
Yeah.
So he's got to give the Knicks some time.
Got to give him a little time.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, though, I've been calling for this for a while, and it's not because I don't think Julius Randle's good. What you think I'm about to say?
You want to trade him?
Trade Julius Randle, ladies and gentlemen. Now look. I know this is old news. It's real news though. It's real news. It's old news, but it's real news. Not because Julius is not good, but like you just said, I mean, we're talking playoffs. Like we're not worried about right now. We're gonna make the playoffs. I believe.
I hope so.
I believe we'll make the playoffs, but that's not the goal, right? We're looking at players like Joel Embiid. We're looking at players like Giannis. Yeah. We're looking for these kind of.
That shit might have sailed.
It might have, but Giannis definitely. Yeah. Well, definitely. But we're looking at players like Joel Embiid. We're looking at those kind of players to try to get them in our organization so that we can not just make the playoffs because that's our ceiling right now. We're gonna make the playoffs.
Bigger aspirations, like
we need to win chips. People want to come.
Well, let's get to the Eastern Conference Finals. How about that?
The Eastern Conference Finals.
Baby steps.
I mean,
we got to the second round last year.
But we're not gonna get there. So I'm trying. Like it could have happened last year. I think we could have beat Miami.
100%.
I don't know what happened there. I think we could have got them, but bro, I'm hurt. I don't even want to think about it. Let's talk about something.
I got some just things I'm seeing early on, right? Okay. So first thing, Victor Wembenyama, right? Ooh. San Antonio Spurs put 38 and 10 on the Suns in a 132-121 win. Oof. Right? Oof. Low key, I think he could be. I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but I think he could be a dark horse for Defensive Player in the Year, right? Because, like, what do you like? If he's on the perimeter, you can't shoot over him. If you drive past him, he can just block your shot. So it's like he can get into the passing lanes. He can get in the view of players' passing visions. This is like it's a really crazy weapon to have out there on both ends of the floor. And then you're seeing how they're using him on offense. Like he's coming off screens. Yep. He's coming off picking pops. Like he's hitting spot up threes.
Porzingis was the first player to do that.
It's crazy. Like it is a great part of his team, but I think the players even realize like, yo, if he's like we have a weapon like that, we're gonna get him the ball.
Yeah.
When he's rolling to the rim, they
realize it now.
Yeah.
Beginning of the season, it was looking like they forgot he was on the team.
Yeah.
Devin Vassell looks great, but people were looking like they didn't know how to get him the ball. But they're just figuring out all you have to do is just throw it somewhere.
Just throw it up there and he'll get it. So it's
he'll get it.
To me, I mean, he might as well be a shoo-in for Rookie of the Year.
For sure.
You got a guy that is possibly elite on the defensive end. We're talking about like a potential first team all defense.
Yes.
All defensive player.
Yes.
In the running for a defensive player of the year almost every year. Right?
Yeah. I think he is.
Yo, I think it could come to a point where he's so good that he could almost force the Spurs rebuilding plan up another year.
He
a year.
Oh, he will.
You know what I'm saying? Because
he's generational.
You kind of have a good core run. Like you got Jeremy Sochan, you got Devin Vassell, you got Keldon Johnson.
Right.
Trey Jones is there. So you got good pieces around him.
Solid.
But I think he's so good that he could end up, pushing the Spurs rebuilding plans back a year.
I don't deny that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't deny that. I think
a threat for the plan.
I was just about to say that. I didn't know if I was getting a little risky or not.
Yeah.
But there's some teams like right now Memphis hasn't won.
Right.
The Rockets, they look a little good, but I don't know if this is their year.
Mid.
I don't know if this is their year.
Yeah.
Pelicans, barring any health, anything could happen there.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Brandon Ingram's already out.
Ingram's out?
Ingram's already out. Ingram's already missing games for injury.
Well, there we go.
So
here we go.
Back, so Ingram out.
So Zion gets hurt, God forbid, or anything happens on that side, they're basically not in the play-in or playoff. So why not the Spurs? And they're beating teams like the Suns, even though they're
with
very
KD
hampered.
and Booker playing.
Yeah, but they're hampered, and their chemistry is still going to have to continue to grow. I just think, Greg Popovich. This is his year because remember he hasn't missed the playoffs but so many times.
He doesn't have that much time left too. He's getting old.
Greg Popovich can get as old as he wants to be. I mean, as a coach, the older you get, probably the better you get because you're more wise. You've seen more things.
Thibs.
What about him? Thibs has been old since he got in the league, though. But
the older you get, the better you get.
He's the stubborn old. I mean, Greg Popovich is only stubborn old when it comes to like interviews. But like he's very wise and he gets his players.
Facts. Yeah.
So Thibs is like, it's not that he's not wise. It's just
he doesn't care about offense.
Definitely that, but it's like he's stuck in his ways. Greg Popovich, I've seen him adjust. I've seen this team with Wembenyama, the way he's letting him play is different than the way he let Tim Duncan play.
Yeah.
So it's not. This is a creative coach we're talking about.
Yeah.
There's no creativity in Tom Thibodeau's scheme. It's you're gonna play hard defense or you're not gonna play. We've drafted players, I believe, off the fact that they were great defenders, not off the fact that they were better than the players that were behind them. Yeah. Cam Thomas could be ours. I'm not saying that we need him.
We could have had him.
We could have had him.
It's crazy, like,
but they didn't want him
in that draft. I was like, yo, like,
he could have got
wherever he
Bain
goes,
too, right?
he's gonna be somebody that's gonna hurt us for sure.
Yeah,
like I just knew it.
And so he went to Brooklyn, so that was nice.
Bain is another one I wanted in the draft.
Bain is nice.
Definitely wanted Bain.
Yeah. His arms threw me off.
This is nothing new. The Knicks pass on players all the time.
Yeah, we're not good at drafting really. We've gotten blessed sometimes, but we're not.
We're cursed.
We're not good at it. Yeah, even though we got Quickly, we got Grimes and stuff.
But
these are not the players that.
But we never get the.
We never got the guy. Yeah.
We need the
Donovan.
number one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
We don't even need that.
We need to be in position like when the year when Benedict got drafted. That was their number one guy. Missed on him because we were picking too late. Like we're never in position to get our guy or our target.
Yeah. No, we're in position to get our guy. We could have got Donovan. We could have got Halliburton. We could have gotten all these players, but we just chose.
So here's a question. I mean, we kind of like went off on a tangent. We were talking about Spurs,
but
here's the thing: who would have been better for the team, for our Knicks team, Jalen Brunson or Tyrese? Because if you draft Tyrese,
yes, you can't get.
I don't think you have Jalen Brunson, and you probably take someone else in the draft.
So I had this debate in my head when I thought about that.
Yeah,
because to me, I've always thought Tyrese Haliburton would be impactful, and that's a great question. Who's better?
Would have been better for the team.
For the team, who would be better for the team long term? Jalen Brunson or Tyrese? That is a great question. I mean, right now I'm gonna say Jalen Brunson. I'm gonna say Jalen Brunson. Period.
Okay.
Not just because of how talented he is, which he is. I do personally believe that Jalen Brunson is better than Tyrese Haliburton. I also do believe in a playoff run, I would trust him to be my guard because he will carry me. He will, you know what I mean?
Offensively, for sure. Yeah.
Offensively, like Tyrese Haliburton, when the pace is gonna have to slow up a little bit in the playoffs, I don't trust him to go get me a bucket. Not that he can't score. Not that he can't shoot, not that he can't hit the step back. He had a big one the other day. Yeah. But it's just I trust Jalen Brunson to go carry my team.
Bucket.
I think he can carry a team much easier, like beat a team like Miami by himself, opposed to Tyrese Halliburton. He's gonna need his team.
That's a fact.
And then on top of that, Jalen Brunson's on a super friendly contract because people didn't realize how nice that man was.
So here's my thing, right? I know we all love Jalen Brunson. He's a godsend.
Yes.
This is the first point guard who has since Felton.
Yeah,
sure.
That's what we could say. Yeah,
so it's been bad. So like
quite technically,
he's a godsend angel. Like he had a great year last year. He went crazy. Got us to the second round. Fine.
Good.
My issue with him is he doesn't pass the ball enough for me.
Jalen Brunson.
He doesn't pass the ball enough for me.
But who's he passing it to?
We can say that.
No. But who's he passing it to?
You got Grimes out there, who's probably the best shooter on the team. He doesn't get enough touches. Randall's out there. You got Barrett out there.
Randall touches the ball.
Yeah, but still, like I feel like, because I feel like the Knicks' main issue like this year is really on offense.
Yeah, because we don't have enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Players.
Like, I'm not gonna say that we're the best defense team in the league, but we defend when we need to, and we can get stops.
Yeah.
But our main issue is on offense.
But that's not Jalen Brunson's fault. That's our talent fault.
He's the point guard.
He's the point guard with not that much offensive talent. So it's the talent fault. Yes, Quentin Grimes is a good shooter, but Quentin Grimes not top 5 shooters in the league. Yes, RJ Barrett is a good scorer, but RJ Barrett's not the most efficient scorer in the league. Yes, Julius Randle is a good player, but Julius Randle's kind of in a sense a black hole. Even though he could pass now, he still needs to be ISO.
But having an ISO offense is not going to work long term.
But do we have an ISO offense?
Yes.
Or is Jalen guard?
It's either Jalen Brunson's turn or it's.
So is that Jalen Brunson's fault or is that Tom Thibodeau's fault?
It's definitely Tom. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's Brunson's fault, but I'm saying is you could get 2 to 3 more assists a game easily.
He can't get 3 more assists a game.
Yeah, he can 100%.
How many assists did he average? What, about 6?
I think 5? Right now it's probably averaging maybe 5.
Well, right now he's averaging about 4 point something. But he averaged
that's
5.
Not good.
He averaged 5 something. In this league, 6 assists to 5 assists is good.
Now it would be different if
And you got to understand the talent too. How you gonna get those assists?
Maybe I'll say this. I'll say that if anything, it's not gonna sound good, but Randall's probably our point guard because he's the one that gets the. No, I'm just saying he gets the most assists on the team.
That doesn't mean anything. Assists. See, it's just like steals. That's like saying somebody's the best defender because he gets more steals.
Because it's not like this is like the Nuggets where Jokic is the de facto point guard. So it's okay for Jamal Murray to be
to be a
the
bucket.
scorer.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's what Jalen Brunson is. He's more of a 2 guard for us.
Because the reason why I don't say that is because Jalen Brunson still controls the pace, even though he is score
100%,
first.
100%.
I think he does a great job of getting people involved. I think he does a great job of being timely and choosing when to score.
Think he could be a little bit better, bro.
As a passer?
No, just a little bit better. Just in terms
general?
of offensive awareness. I think he could be a little bit better.
I think Jalen
100%.
Brunson. I think it's exact opposite. I feel like Jalen Brunson. No, it's literally. I think Jalen Brunson is. I've called him when he was on Villanova. I said he reminds me of a poor man's Chris Paul. Now, why? Because Jalen Brunson knows how to control the pace of a game, which means, but he's going to score more than Chris Paul.
100%.
But he's undersized. He's a big body guard. He uses his body well. He's smart, crafty. He gets the fouls. He can shoot. He hits big timely shots. He's tough. He's confident, and he will find players.
Okay.
And so, like, for me to say that Jalen Brunson needs to be more passive is actually a disservice to our team because
not more passive,
or he needs
just
to be
3 more assists.
3 assists that's more passive because his scoring is going to go down.
Minutes,
his score is going to go down.
You can get 3 more assists.
Not on this team.
We're not asking for a lot.
Not on this team. That's a lot. 3 more assists.
We might have to revisit this.
Let's talk about this before we continue.
Mid-season.
Before we leave, 3 more assists is a lot. Let's say Tyrese Haliburton averages 10. 3 more assists is 13. Okay. That's a lot of assists. Let's say to average 13 assists is much different than averaging 10. So to say to average 4.5,
you trying to tell me
average 8?
Brunson can't get to 7?
On this team, no. Well, yes, he can. But on this team, you got who's our best scorer?
We got to revisit this midseason.
Come on, man.
No, because
midseason we'll talk about it.
But we need this more
scorers because Jalen Brunson doesn't have enough help to have 7 assists. He has to be the help. What the game calls for, you can't say Quentin Grimes. You can't say RJ. You can't say these are not top scorers.
The Knicks offense does look better when the bench comes in.
No, it doesn't.
They dish the ball.
Who cares if they dish the ball? It's not. You got to look. Devin Booker is a score first player, right? Yeah. I still rather him be the guard of my team right now than most other people. Yeah. But you can say it looks better when the backup guards come in because they move the ball around. But this is not college. This is the NBA. Most players are playing heavy ISO or heavy on ball.
So you're okay with the ISO offense?
I'm not okay with the ISO offense so much, but I think it's the reason why we're competing. Because if Jalen Brunson's not taking over and getting 45 and 30 something, and we don't have a chance. We're not going to win passing the ball around.
I'm not saying he doesn't need to score. We need him to. We need him to score.
So if he passes,
I'm just saying that
3 more times a game, we're losing
into this season, right? I mean, it's not like our season hinges on one player, but this is supposed to be like a Quentin Grimes breakout year, right?
Is it? What's a breakout year for Quentin Grimes? What is he?
Breakout year? It'd be over 10 points.
But why would he average 10 points on this team? It's tough.
Because he's playing with 3 other primary ball handlers.
And RJ honestly could be doing better.
But I don't think
if he was playing with somebody that wasn't Julius Randle.
I think we need to treat Grimes. We're going off on a tangent.
Yeah, it's true.
I feel like we need to treat Grimes like Kyle Korver. If he's open, get him the ball.
Kyle Korver's crazy though. Kyle Korver's a shooter.
Yeah, but
Grimes is a player who became a shooter.
He needs touches. He needs touches, bro. He needs touches.
He does.
You can't run a 3-on-5 offense out there because that's really what it is. If we're not going to give Grimes,
he
the ball.
Does. Grimes needs a little more touches.
I'm not saying he's about to have a Bane year or he's about to have a Simons year. I'm just saying definitely. If he's open, get him the ball because there's a lot of times
I feel like he gets it though. I also feel like he hasn't been very efficient this year,
and he's not as he needs to be more aggressive. He needs to be 100%.
Yeah, but he's a sniper. Yeah. But to say to me that my offense is going to run off of like getting Quentin Grimes more touches is just kind of crazy because that's not like it's good. Like he's a good basketball player. He is. It's just I think it's not gonna. We're not gonna compete with Quentin Grimes getting more touches. So let's revisit this.
Yeah, we gotta revisit this.
Let's revisit this.
Let's see how the offense is when you get to at least midseason.
Let's revisit that at a different point in time.
Another thing I'm noticing out there is Jaden Ivey last year lottery pick for Detroit Pistons.
Oh yeah,
he's coming off the bench for Killian Hayes, and I don't understand why.
Well, okay, so he's not coming off the bench for Killian Hayes per se. He's coming off the bench for Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich is currently not in rotation because he's injured. Yeah. So when he returns, he's coming off the bench really for Ausar Thompson,
Ausar Thompson took his spot.
Ausar Thompson took his starting spot. So that's the guard.
Because I'm seeing like I know they're running out there Sasser Marcus
Sasser and the backup
who's,
lineup. Yeah.
Another first round pick this year. So
Yeah.
it's Cade.
Yes.
Is
Sasser doesn't start, no. It's
Right, so
Cade,
yeah.
Killian Hayes. Asar is playing the 3 right now.
Okay.
And then they have Beef Stew, Isaiah Stewart, and Jalen Duren.
See, so that's my thing. I feel like I thought Ausar Thompson was gonna compete for a starting spot.
Yes.
But I thought you would have Ivey in there at the 2.
You would think that, but Ausar Thompson happens to actually, and I have to say this and I have to apologize because
he's good. Like, don't get me wrong.
No.
I love the Thompson twins.
He's special. But I feel bad because I said Jaden Ivey was going to be the best player in last year's draft class. I missed.
I mean, he averaged 16 points last year.
Yeah, I missed.
16, 5, and 4.
I missed.
Who was the best player last year?
Paulo. Obviously.
20, that's
5. But I missed. And not only is that wrong, also Shaden Sharp is better than him. Yes, he is. It's Shaden Sharp is better. Shaden Sharp is better than him. There's gonna be players better than him. I still don't know how I feel about the Keegan Murray being better because Keegan's gonna be. I think
Keegan's gonna be really good.
Keegan's gonna be a role player for his whole career.
Like poor man's Kawhi, low key.
Keegan Murray.
Poor man's Kawhi, or like a Harrison Barnes. I think he could be that good.
I would take the Harrison Barnes one, which is a role player, and I don't think he's a poor man's Harrison Barnes. He could probably be better than Harrison Barnes.
Yeah.
So I'll say Harrison Barnes is better. Franz Wagner, those kind of players were just like really good. Could do a lot of things. Because
to me, like I feel like Keegan's super
versatile,
fundamental.
Oh yes, he is.
The way Kawhi is.
He is, but Kawhi is
I know.
different though.
That's why I say
Kawhi's a lot better. I think he's fundamental in a way, but like Kawhi is fundamental mid range. He's more fundamental catch and shoot, pump fake, dribble, dunk it, layup. You know, so and then good rebounds, play solid defense. But back to the point, I would say Ausar Thompson is a lot better than Jaden Ivey, and I don't just think that. Apparently, so does Monty Williams, as you can see. But no, he's coming already. And
but the
he's
thing
impacted
is,
the game.
But the thing is, should he be benched over Killian Hayes? I know.
No. He's not benched again. He's not benched over Killian Hayes
because Killian Hayes playing the 2.
Huh?
Killian Hayes playing the 2, right?
Yes, but he's not benched over Killian Hayes. He's benched for the fact that that's going to be his role, and the coach doesn't want to put him in the starting lineup. And then when everything changes, you put him back to the bench. He's getting him accustomed to being what he's going to be for this team, which is off the bench, a 6-man.
I think Monty is bugging. I
I hate it, but I don't.
I think he's a good coach for them. A young team,
great coach
that needs some like structure, and some guidance. Maybe if he's trying to spin it as in like, you know what, I didn't draft you. You're not my guy.
No.
So you're gonna need to prove to me why you should start.
Yeah.
If that's his angle, I get it. But Killian Hayes it's not like Killian Hayes is playing better.
No, it's not necessarily that.
Yeah.
It's just, again, like you just like it's just like let's say like Lou Williams and stuff like that. Like, you know, you put those players on the bench and then let's say the starter player gets hurt. Maybe you might put him in the starting, but sometimes you might keep Lou Williams on the bench while you start some other player that's not really that good or not going to be on the team next year. It's not because that player is better than him, because Killian Hayes is not better than Jaden Ivey.
And I do like Killian Hayes.
I think he's okay. But I don't think it's I don't think it's about Killian Hayes. I think it's just about him getting accustomed to his role. Yeah. And since Bogdanovich is out, I don't know how long he's out. You don't want to start Jaden Ivey. And it's very clunky too, if you're being honest. Like it's very clunky.
3-point shooter.
To have It's very clunky to have, even though I think Jaden Ivey's form looks better this year, it's clunky to have him, Ausar Thompson and Cade on the floor at the same time. It's just a clunky thing. Yeah,
because you need shooters out
and
there.
they all need the ball. That's another thing. Like Ausar is more of the mode of Alonzo,
Iggy,
where he doesn't need the basketball.
I feel like he's like an
Iguodala.
Yeah,
that works too. I think
both ends.
Yeah, I think he has more potential. Not as a scorer, but I think he has more potential as just an all-around player.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
I like that, but I think you can't play all three of them at the same time. Because
all right, that makes sense.
There's not enough ball to go around. And then when Jaden comes off the bench,
Jaden needs the ball.
Jaden got range. He can run the whole offense. Yeah, that's a good point. So you understand, like you can't play all three of them at the same time.
Okay, maybe Monty, you know what you're doing.
Monty, I believe in you, my brother.
You
know what you're doing. And I think Ausar Thompson. I said Jaden Ivey was like the best player in the class.
Those twins, man.
Those two twins. They play very special basketball, and
the right way,
and they're great defenders.
And they get out, they jump out the gym,
and their jump shots look a little broke, but they hit good shots. Like they hit big shots.
Super fun to watch, bro.
Super fun to watch, and they're instant team changers.
And you can't. It's not like there's one better than the other. Like you can't go wrong with either one.
Yeah, They're better than each other in different way. I think Amen is a better. I think he's more like the playmaking point guard, and I think that Ausar is more like he makes off of reads, like quick reads.
Yeah.
But Amen is more like I'm ready to like set this offense up type of point guard.
Yeah.
But I also think that Ausar is a better. I think he might be a better scorer in my opinion. But let's see how that goes as time goes.
On Houston?
No, I think the one.
Detroit.
Yeah, I think he might be. I think
that's
he might
funny
be
because I actually thought Amen was the best.
I think Amen. Okay, maybe.
I thought it was Amen.
Maybe you're right. Maybe that's true. But I think they both could work on finishing a little bit better. Yeah. But I think they're shooting better. But once they get that down packed,
they're gonna be good.
I got Ausar on my fantasy team. I drafted him 130 or like 108 or something, and he has been. I made sure because. Bro, he's getting like 9-10 rebounds every single game. Yeah, he's getting like 3-2 blocks, a steal maybe, like 6-5 assists, 4 assists, and the scoring is coming along now. So I mean, anyway, but I would have also started him over Jaden Ivey to be fair.
Yeah.
But that would have been me saying I made the wrong pick and it's wrong, but it's the truth. So I think it makes sense.
All right.
I think it makes sense.
Got you.
I got one for you.
Right.
I want to talk about something. Well, in fact, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Besides these things, throughout the whole thing, just looking at everything, name one thing that really stood out to you. Just one thing that stood out to you that was kind of crazy.
Like this first week?
This first week, yeah. The one thing that stood out to you.
I mean, if anything, it's probably like the run that Steph Curry's on right now.
Okay.
2 40-point games.
Yeah.
I think he's on a tear. This looks like the beginning of MVP year. Yeah. And I mean, and you know, it's crazy. It's like Steph Curry needs some help because you took away Poole. Kuminga's they're trying to get Kuminga minutes and trying to like develop him this year.
Yeah, it's so
Klay Thompson 100% lost a step.
He did.
He needs some help. I'm not really seeing Wiggins play that well.
Yeah,
he needs to kind of step it up, but I think if you take Curry off this team, they're probably in the lottery. And he's the engine. He's playing. He's on another. He hasn't lost a step. Like he's 35 and he's still like giving people the business. You saw what he did to Dylan Brooks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
that was personal.
He took him to outer space. Like
that was personal.
He left him in the galaxy.
That was personal.
So it's like, yeah, I think this is the beginning of an MVP year. If he can stay healthy, get the Warriors to the playoffs, avoid the play-in. I think it's a legit. He has a legit shot to win the award this year for sure.
Yeah, I like that. One thing that stood out to me.
Yeah.
One thing that stood out to me is that I think AD has an MVP year.
Oh no.
I think so. Why not? Why not? Like what?
Street clothes.
Street clothes. He's been here at the beginning of the year. So this is what we're talking about. We're not talking about what happened last year. We're not talking about the potential of what. I think AD has an MVP year in him right now.
Yo, there couldn't be a player I don't believe in most.
I see that because I told you I drafted him with my 10th pick in fantasy, and he's the number one overall fantasy player over Jokic right now. Number one, giving me 63.50 in the points league. Giving me 63.50 about every day. AD,
listen, man, this is a great player if he's healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the Lakers' chances of really competing for a chip lies on his shoulders.
Right.
But he hasn't proven to be someone you can depend on.
Yeah.
And LeBron is trying to give him the team.
But I think he's doing good right now, no? They don't think they're doing well right now?
I gotta see more. Man. I gotta see more.
I think
that's what it is for me. I gotta see more.
Yeah, I
gotta see more. Because he like it's like LeBron doesn't have that much time. I don't know how long he's gonna play. He doesn't have that much time left. But he's trying to give AD the team. And it really should be him leading the charge as the engine.
Quite technically.
You saying he's doing that right now?
I mean, yes, but you got to understand, too. This is the thing that the people say LeBron is giving AD the team.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when it comes down to the end of the game, LeBron is going to want the ball. So, like, it's not like he's just giving the ball to AD and going to stand in the corner.
But you know what I mean? Like,
I know, but I'm saying.
Yeah.
The reason why I say it's not necessarily
LeBron was the engine, and you give the ball to Wade in the fourth. Like, yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay, so that's a little bit of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so, and that's the case, and AD's been doing his job.
Okay.
Right? I mean, because look. I got to pull up the stats. Because like I said, he's the number one fantasy player in my points league right now. And
but what is he doing production? Like, what's his average?
He's going crazy. Look. This is where we at. Let me go pull it up now for you because this is important. Context is important.
Yeah, we need context.
All right, so AD right now on the year, he's averaging 26 points, 13 rebounds,
Okay.
3.2 assists, 1.4 steals, and 3 blocks.
Strong stats.
With 1 turnover.
Strong stats. That's impressive.
26, 13,
I just
3.2, 1.4, and 3
for at least 65 games.
That's what I'm saying.
We get 65 games.
So to me, I'm gonna say this. I can't promise you that. Since I drafted him, I'm showing you that I have the hope.
You gotta hold your breath
that he's doing it. He said he wants to play 82 this year, though.
He's insane.
He's gonna play 82 this year. I'm calling it.
That's absolutely not happening.
All right, man. Look, if you don't
play
play 82,
get the Knicks too close for no reason. Like
he all right. I can't debate that. I can't debate that. But I'm just saying, AD. That's what jumps off the page to me this year. Is that I think AD is playing with a lot more conviction. The first game, I was worried about him. After that, I just feel like he's playing with a lot more conviction. I feel like the tides are turning into that portion where he's actually taking the charge of being the number one.
So.
And let's see,
because they need him to be that guy.
They do. LeBron, by the way, has a lot. Also, I think another thing that stood out to me, are they trying to get the team to Paolo or what? Because it feels
I think it's just a slow start, and I think
it feels like they're not really letting him touch
think
as much.
he is no, but you know this too, like Orlando is like overloaded with talent.
Yes, in every position.
Overloaded with talent. Yeah. It's one of my favorite teams to watch.
And mediocre talent.
Bro, Fultz came back.
Yes.
Looks really good. Crazy on defense.
Yes.
You got of course you got Paolo. You got Franz there.
Yes.
Wendell Carter. Gary Harris is giving them good.
But Wendell Carter's out for 4 seasons.
But you know what I mean. Just name off the names. Gary Harris is giving them good minutes. Like
they need to trade him. Because what I got to do with your future? But Gary Harris should be there.
And then you got Jet Howard in the wings. Like you have a lot of good players.
Anthony Black, and I haven't even seen him touch the floor.
6'7" point guard. It's a problem.
Yeah.
So like they have a lot of good players there, and I think to start the season, I think Paolo's just trying to fill it out and try to get guys involved because he is unselfish.
Yes.
But you did see in that last game when he scored 30 points.
Yeah, and
got the win.
I did.
Hit the buzzer beater.
Too. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think he's starting to. I got to pick it up. I got to be more aggressive and start to take charge. So it's a little slow start, but I think he'll be fine. Like I'm not worried about him at all.
I agree. You know what I should have said? As my real thing that I realized this year, Jordan Poole not that good.
Nah, come on, man. You gotta give
Jordan Poole not that good. Jordan Poole, not that he's not good.
I mean, it's different when all the eyes are on you.
Yes.
And you're by yourself.
Exactly. I say it to people all the time. Like, you got to pay attention to the fact that he's now by himself.
Yep.
I think, they're giving the ball to Tyus a lot. I think because obviously he's a better decision maker.
I like Tyus.
But I think it's taken away from Jordan Poole because when Tyus went to the bench yesterday, I saw Jordan Poole dribbling it, seeing the confidence. I'm seeing the handle. Now he's not playing with Steph and them. He's not winning as much. I don't see his confidence as much. I see him, at first he was confident. He's taking a lot of shots and he did 41 on the Knicks. He looked very confident. But when them shots stopped preseason, right, on the Knicks, come on, why take it out on us?
Of course us. Of course
us. Like, but James Harden's probably going to play against us. Like,
he's going to go crazy.
Everybody, when they come back,
he's going to go nuclear on Monday.
James Harden?
Yes. He's going to.
I doubt it.
Is it who's playing at home?
I don't know, but I doubt it.
Let's look it up.
I'm not calling James Harden.
James Harden is gonna go wild
on the Knicks because he's a system.
No, because it's his first game in the new threads.
I ain't believing it.
Let's see where he's playing. Let's see if it's the
I'm not buying it.
Let's see if the Knicks are playing home.
I actually don't know what I feel about that,
bro.
Trade.
The Knicks. Oh my God, the Clippers are away. Oh my God, bro.
They're away. Oh, they're gonna be at our house.
They're playing.
He's gonna go nuclear.
He's going crazy.
The beard is going crazy in the garden.
Insane.
Oh man.
I mean, listen. I don't really think that Clippers thing is gonna work out.
You don't think so?
But for the interim, while they're all healthy, Kawhi, Harden, and Paul George that's gonna be a problem. Like he's gonna have fun passing that ball, bro.
He better.
Like
I don't think he is. I don't think he is because I don't think he's gonna get the type of star play. He wanted to go back to the Rockets this year. Why? Because he wants to be the system. I hope he realized he's not gonna be the system over here.
He wanted to go there for the strip clubs.
Strip clubs.
That's exactly why I wanted to go back.
Hey man, apparently
that's the only reason why. He wanted to go for the strip clubs and not have any pressure.
He can go to the strip clubs if he wants to.
Yeah.
Well, he could go to the strip clubs this year too after they get knocked out. The
Clippers,
playoffs.
Listen, man, the Clippers are on their last legs.
Yeah,
I feel like this is like their last.
If it doesn't work,
this is like their last final try, trying to compete for a chip.
Everyone's gone.
So if this doesn't work, that's it.
Everyone's gone.
Yeah. His contract's gonna be up. Yeah,
It's done. That's true. That's
yeah,
true.
yeah. So
That's a good bag. That's a good bargain then for them because what they gave
100%.
They gave up a couple bags of chips and some gumballs.
100%.
And Marcus Morris.
You know what? Speaking on super teams, the other thing I noticed was that I know everyone's like hype about the Boston Celtics. Like he brought in Drew Holiday, one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. Got championship hardware.
Yes.
He brought in Porzingis, who's making that offense sing.
Yes.
They are literally one injury away from being worse than last year.
Wow. What's the injury?
100%.
What's the injury though?
KP. Because you got rid of I don't think look at what they gave up or what they lost in the offseason. You brought in Drew and you brought in KP, but you lost Marcus Smart, 3-time all defensive first team. Defensive Player of the Year in 2022.
What's Drew?
You lost Malcolm Brogdon, the sixth man of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You lost Time Lord, and you lost Grant Williams.
Well, they didn't just give up.
They didn't just lose like some role players. They lost guys that have won awards.
Who's the last person you said?
Grant Williams.
Oh yeah, Grant Williams.
They lost a lot of good players.
They did,
and it's super top heavy. A really good starting five.
Yes,
but if they lose KP,
but you don't think that people are going to want to come there?
Huh?
You don't think people are going to want to come there?
No, it's not about that.
It's more about
just. It's more about what they're gonna do this season.
Yeah,
everything looks
great
I'm talking
right
about
the buyout market. Like in the buyout market, people are gonna want to go there. I think.
Yeah, I would think so. But I mean, is there anyone there that's gonna replace KP?
They're not gonna be. No, obviously.
No.
But at the same time, we run that same risk with Robert Williams. He was hurt every second too. He was a Time Lord because all the time.
Yeah.
He was hurt. So it was.
He actually got that nickname because he'd be late.
Cause what?
He'd be late.
Really?
Missing like early when he was a rookie, he was missing like flights.
Really?
Yeah, he was late. That's why he got the nickname Time Lord.
I thought they called him Time Lord because they said that he does a lot in a little bit of time.
No. That's not what I guess.
Because he was late?
Because he'd be late.
What?
Literally got off to a slow start.
Boy, I'm late. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why I got the nickname. It's funny.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. That changed my mind. But yeah, I think. I mean,
because who's really off the bench if it's outside of Payton Pritchard? I know they drafted Welch.
Yeah.
Who's coming off the bench?
They have. I like O'Shea Brissett. I think Brissett is an underrated basketball player. I'm not saying he's a superstar something. They
Delano?
have. Well, right now they have Al Horford's coming off the bench. Al Horford's valuable, especially in playoff time because he guards your big man. He does what he does. He hits big shots. Al Horford's valuable. I like Delano Benton. I think he's a really good basketball player, but I don't think he's ready for this per se just yet.
I don't know.
Their bench is pretty trash. I can't lie, but like I said, I think they'll wind up trading for Buddy Hield. I think that happens.
Okay.
Somehow.
For him to come off the bench?
Yes.
They need a lot.
I think so. Somehow I think the Celtics get Buddy Hield, mark my words.
Okay.
And if they do that, I think that they're definitely the favorite. I still think they're the favorites.
They need a lot.
They're top heavy, but to be honest with you, they could really what you call the word when you have one person in that's good and one person that's out.
Coast?
No, it's like you're managing, putting in like Jason Tatum, and then when Jason Tatum comes out, you're putting in Jalen Brown.
Yeah.
What's that called? I forget. But you get what I'm trying to say.
Management?
No, not load management. Just like
they can play with their lineups.
They could play with the lineups in a way where there's not just like the whole bench is just in. Like the whole bench.
You're gonna have to.
You're gonna have to. Like Jalen Brown could come out.
One person out there.
One of them always has to be out
either him, Brown, or KP has to be out there.
But then that's fine. You can only have two people. You can have two people at all times. If you have Drew Holiday and Jason Tatum, and then a bunch of the bench, I'm fine with that. If you have KP and Jalen Brown, I'm fine with that. Just find a way to move that around and maneuver that. So
I just think it's definitely something that they should be worried about and something that they have to address when the trade deadline comes around. You got to build up that bench. Are the Denver Nuggets just gonna fly under the radar the whole season and just win it again?
No.
I think they will, man.
They're gonna fly over the radar.
Talking about the Nuggets,
yeah, because they were winning it. Now they win, so if they're gonna be the first seed again, it's not under the radar. We're expecting they're gonna win again. So they're gonna win. They probably be top one.
A legit prediction. I think somebody gets posted badly this week.
Who's gonna do the postering? You got to make a prediction. You can't say somebody gonna get posted. It's the NBA. These are the best athletes in the world.
If I have to choose one person
that's gonna do the postering,
I probably go with your guy,
Shaden Sharp.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it a lot.
Shaden Sharp.
I'm gonna go. I like that. I don't disagree with that. I'm gonna go ahead and say my bold prediction is that Dame Lillard gets a 50 ball. Dame Lillard gets a 50 ball this week.
See that? You got the green light.
Yeah. All right, man. So let's see what the deal is, man.
Nice.
All right, y'all. Take care, man.